the meeting, sorry, and you guys are able to see my screen. Okay. So welcome everyone to the Aspire4Impact seminars for the FLL seminars within the collaboration of 6 Impact finalist teams, 1511 Rolling Thunder, 9990 Tech for Kids, 614 Team Sycamore, 6429 Fourth Dimension, 6652 Tigris, 6865 Montilla Metal, and this seminar is on innovation project creation steps, the project aim, and the presentation techniques for FLL teams. And before we start, just a quick reminder that these meetings will be recorded to share on our social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, and etc. No participant name will be displayed. However, if you chose to ask any questions during the seminar presentation, and if you unmute yourself or turning your camera, your name and your video might be displayed. If you also ask any questions through the chat. Speaking of questions in the end or during the seminars, during the Q&A part, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. If you have any, we are here to guide. And let's take a look at today's subtopics. And we have designing a project and innovation projects, creation steps, presented by 2 Impact finalist teams. And also, next week, our agenda is going to be on gracious professionalism and core values, which is a fun topic, I think.
Okay, thank you. So the topic, I'm Dylan. I'm from Team 6865. The part that I'm gonna be presenting is a little bit about the steps to actually design a project. So next slide. So we have before successfully create an innovation project, you should start with some kind of planning phase. So this year is because our first year starting in FLL challenge team. So this year we started with what's called like a pre-planning phase in which we decided on an actual problem to focus on. So um, each year in FLL challenge, there's like a different prompt or theme to follow for your actual project. For example, this year was like helping archaeologists and archaeology in general. So before you start talking about what your team would like to actually create, make sure that everybody understands this prompt and knows a little bit about it via research or actual just talking to them and letting them know. So when you're actually trying to decide on a problem, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. A couple months ago, I was at this program during the summer where I attended a bunch of lectures, and one lecturer told me not to fall in love with problems, but to fall in love with problems and not solutions. Sorry. So when you're trying to find a great solution, start with different problems or challenges related to the theme and see which one your kids are interested in, because that's what really matters. You want your kids to actually want to like enjoy learning and solving it. And once you've decided on a problem, it's time to start brainstorming a solution. But first, what does a good solution look like? The best solution should be fairly plausible, that you could actually apply to the real world. And the kids might be invested in some kind of like, this year it was like they really wanted to do a teleporting device, but something like that is very hard to achieve and it's kind of not possible, at least right now. Great solutions are also innovative. You want your project to stick out from others, so maybe you can go about that by solving your problem in a way that no one would have expected. When you're trying to come up with a solution, your team should also be very invested in this. They need to love your solution. They should be like enthusiastic and thinking even before this how they could design a model for it. If they don't like the project, it's much less likely to turn out well. So make sure that at least the majority of your kids really like it. The last part of this planning phase is to do some research. Look at some other solutions that might solve the same problem and compare them. This will help you know what's like already been done and make it your project be able to be all the more innovative. And then next slide. Okay. So now it's finally time to start designing your project. And with this, it's a lot less hard to have like an actual uniform kind of schedule and what to do with it because every team is going to do something different. But I can give you a few tips on how to decide on how you want to go about designing it and how to make it easier. So the first tip I have here is being creative. Like as I said earlier, you want the judges to actually remember your idea. To do this, you could like try to include as much creativity as possible. I did FLL myself like 8 years or so back. And our team won one of the innovation awards. And we used the game Minecraft to design our idea. And I think that really worked because the judges were like kind of shocked by using that kind of platform. This year, our kids used like a website designing app to do it. There's so much opportunity like for different and interesting creative ideas. So please do your best if you want to do your best. Um, One tip to make it easier for yourself is start small. Uh, it's like if you start at like a small little point and just like a base idea, you can build on that over time and make it better because a lot of the time people have really big ideas and then try to do everything at once, but that doesn't work out well a lot. Children involvement. So it should be remembered that the kids in the FLL team should be doing most of the work. So the mentor's job, at least on our team, is to assist them when they're stuck or work on things to complete specific things with them, not like doing it for them. And at the same time, each kid, make sure that each kid is involved in the project in some way, because when they actually do their interview in the judges room, everybody needs to know about their problem. I mean, or and project. Lastly, you can never forget the, in my opinion, most important core value of first, fun. Sometimes this project can be pretty stressful, and it can if your problem and solution isn't as good. The kids might think of it as like a chore that's taking them away from playing with their robots. So make sure that the learning is fun and entertaining. And something we did was we take lots of breaks to help reduce the stress. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Noah.
And my name is Adi.
And we are from Team Sycamore 5614. And we are 10th grade students. And last year we were part of Team Chicago 1799, which is the Sycamore's FLL team. Today we want to explain what the innovation project is and what the judges are looking for in the FLL program. Can you please move to the next slide? So, what is the innovation project? Beside building the robot, one of the main parts of the FLL is the innovation project. You need to identify a real problem, research it, and develop a creative solution, almost like a small startup. And the goal of the innovation project is not just to invent something cool, but to go through a full process. The first step is to identifying a real problem connected to the season's theme. And after you chose a problem, you need to research it. You can talk to experts, and then you need to understand the the problem impact, and after you and after that you need to developing a solution like a product, app, or system, and the last step is to create a prototype that shows how it works. And from our experience, here are a few tips. The first tip is to stay organized, keep all your work in Drive folders. It makes the judging day much easier. And the next step is divide into sub-teams. During the solution development, split into groups, technical, programming, materials, or any groups the program need.
Can you please move to the next slide? So now, after Noah finished talking about the innovation project, I will give you some tips to the FLL judging room, since it's one of the most important parts of your FLL competition, because it will determine your place in the competition. So to succeed in the FLL judging room, remember that the judges want more than a good robot or a project. They want a clear presentation and real teamwork. Start with a short intro of the team, roles, and your project topic to show organization. Then you can explain your work process, how ideas developed, challenges you faced, and how you improved. Judges value honest learning and progress. When talking about the robot, focus on the logic behind the design, sensors, and programming, and show how testing help you improve reliability. If you have documentation, bring it to the judging room. For core values, give simple examples of teamwork and problem solving to show that you truly live the values that of first. Use your time wisely by planning who speaks and staying organized. Visual aid like small models or diagrams can help explain your ideas quickly. But the most important tip is to enter with confidence and positive energy. Judges want to see your enthusiasm and what you have learned in the season. Good luck!